Gandang araw sa ating lahat. Ako po si Professor Shirley Guevarra, Dekana ng Kolehiyo ng Ekonomiyang Pantahanan. Ako ay isang food technologist na ngayon ay nagtuturo ng mga kurso ukol sa food service and hotel management sa ilalim ng Department of Hotel, Restaurant and Institution Management. Ang aming kolehiyo ay nakatuon sa pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan ng pamilyang Pilipino tulad ng pagkain, pananamit, tirahan at pakikitungo sa loob ng pamilya. Ang kursong FN1 na pinamagatang Food Trip ay isang general education course na ibinibigay ng Department of Food Science and Nutrition ng aming kolehiyo. Dito tinatalakay ang iba't ibang aspeto ng pagkain sa pang-araw-araw na buhay ng tao at lipunan. Pinag-uusapan rito ang social, cultural, economic, political, at psychological na mga aspeto ng pagkain at mga praktikal na pamamaraan upang masiguro at mapabuti ang kalusugan at nutrisyon ng ating sarili at ng ating pamilya. Kasama ko dito ngayon ang mga guro ng kursong ito.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Professor Callanta, isang registered nutritionist dietitian na nagtuturo ng mga kurso ukol sa food service nutrition. Nakatuon ang aking pag-aaral na sa culinary nutrition at sa sports nutrition. Ako rin po ang chairperson ng Office of Community and Extension Services ng aming kolehiyo.
Ako naman si Dr. Blanca, Villarino, isang food technologist na nagtuturo ng mga kurso ukol sa statistics in food research, research methods at sensory evaluation.
Magandang araw sa lahat. Ako naman si Professor Airon Bonifacio, isang registered nutritionist dietitian, nagtuturo ng mga kurso ukol sa public health nutrition. Ako rin ang College Information Officer ng aming kolehiyo. So bali ating ipagpapatuloy ang ating talakayan na pinamagatang Kainsaysayan, kung saan sa nakaraang episodes ating sinuri ang Philippine food and culinary history o mga kaugalian sa pagkain sa iba't ibang panahon sa kasaysayan ng ating bansa. Sa episode na ito, ating tatalakayin naman ay napatungkol sa Philippine food culture and tourism sa ating kasalukuyang panahon.
Ikinalulugod kong ipakilala ang ating mga panauhin. Isang malaking karangalan na makasama natin ngayon, si kagalang-galang Secretary Bernadette Romulo-Puyat, ang kasalukuyang pinuno ng Department of Tourism. Si Secretary Berna ay lumaki sa pamilya ng mga public servants, kung kaya't naging passion niya ang pag-promote ng kulturang Pilipino. Siya ay nagturo ng mahigit isang dekada sa School of Economics sa UP Diliman bago siya nanilbihan sa gobyerno. Siya ay nanungkulan bilang Undersecretary for Special Concerns sa Department of Agriculture, kung saan niya ipinaglaban ang karapatan ng mga babaeng magsasaka bago niya kinuha o tinanggap ang kanyang posisyon sa Department of Tourism sa pagtatalaga ni President Rodrigo Duterte. Nagpapasalamat din tayo sa pagdalo ni Chef Angelo Comsti. Si Chef ay graduate ng Le Cordon Bleu sa Australia at ang nag-akda ng iba't ibang Filipino cookbooks patungkol sa mga local heirloom recipes. Sa kasalukuyan, siya ay regular na nagsusulat para sa Philippine Daily Inquirer at Philippine Tatler. Siya din ang bumubuo ng isang food website para sa SciTem at nag-produce ng magazine para sa Philippine Airlines. Meron din siyang online food business kung saan bida ang mga paborito nating biko, ang aking paborito, Blanca at mga kakanin sa probinsya gaya ng bibingkoy at para los dos. Kamusta po kayo ngayong araw, Secretary Berna at Chef Comsti?
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Thank you for inviting us today. Mabuti naman ngayon naka-MECQ na tayo ngayon but still work from home. So thank you again for inviting us today. I'm so happy to speak before fellow UP alumni.
Yes, good afternoon to everyone and thanks for inviting. Nice to meet everyone and I'm very excited to learn more about Philippine cuisine from you guys, also from everyone.
Yeah.
Ako maraming salamat po sa pagpapaunlak sa amin. Alam namin na napaka-busy po ninyo at malaking karangalan na makuha namin po yung oras na ito. No? Marami tayong pag-uusapan, kaya siguro magandang dumiretso na tayo sa ating unang tanong.
So magandang araw po ulit, Secretary Berna at saka si Chef Angelo po. So sa mga nakarang episode, i-inform ko lang po kayo, amin pong tinalakay yung mga pagbabago at pag-unlad ng ating pag-uugali sa pagkain o food waste dahil sa iba't ibang impluwensya sa iba't ibang panahon ng ating kasaysayan. Atin pong matatandaan ang panahon bago ang kolonisasyon, ang pananakop at pamamahala ng mga Kastila, Amerikano at mga Hapon. So, ang tanong ko po, or interested po kaming malaman, so sa kasalukuyang panahon po ba, paano natin mailalarawan ang Filipino cuisine? Ano ang pagkakaiba ng traditional versus modern Filipino cuisine?
For me, well, I can talk about for tourism. Our Filipino cuisine and culture represents an integral part of the tourism experience. Diba? This has become a key element in our country's brand image. So Filipino cuisine can be characterized as being distinct, not because it has a recognizable taste. Years ago, when I was still with the Department of Agriculture, Chef Angelo and I were part of the Madrid Fusion Manila. And remember, Chef Comsti, it was a three-day event where we had all these chefs from all over the world coming here. And then our goal at the when I was still at the Department of Agriculture and Chef Comsti was kind enough to help me, was to promote Filipino cuisine. And I remember, Chef Comsti, during the second year of Madrid Fusion, was it the second or the third year, you spoke about, the theme was panlasa.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about Filipino cuisine, there are 5 flavors of the Philippines. It's salty, so maalat, matamis, maasim, mapait, and malinamnam. So that's how I remember your day with Nina Daza Puyat. That's how you promoted Filipino cuisine. And that's how it is. If you notice when you go abroad, parang minsan kulang sa lasa compared to us. Our dishes are really very, very flavorful. Diba? Parang kaya tayo, diba, whenever we don't like something, may dala-dala tayong sauce. Laging may sauce na katabi. So that's how I would promote Filipino cuisine. And modern Filipino cuisine naman still pays homage to its traditional roots and does not discount the cultural background on how the dish came to be. So there may be innovations in the use of cooking techniques, ingredients, and manner of presentation, but the essence of the traditional dish remains. So what we can all agree that Filipino cuisine is diverse, dynamic, and full of flavors. Pressure ko ba, Chef Comsti?
Oo nga, hirap sundan ni Secretary. No, but I'd just like to add also, kasi cuisine is man-made as compared to food. Food is something natural, something organic, just like the mountains. But food kasi is a category. Cuisine is a category. And so we need to kind of study it further. If you want us to define what Filipino cuisine is, para ang dami masyadong rekado para maluto natin itong pagkain na to. First of all, we have to take into consideration yung history. And then we have to take into consideration yung behavioral aspect ng cuisine. For example, yung kumakain tayo ng 2 merienda sa isang araw, so umaga sa hapon. Or behavioral also, yung pag kumakain tayo, wala tayong knife, always fork and spoon lang, tapos yung kutsara yung ginagamit natin panghiwa ng mga karne natin, di ba? So that's behavioral. Another aspect is organizational, which is, for example, fast food as compared to traditional, which is slow-cooked food. Di ba? Sa mga baryo, yung mga niluluto sa mga palayok, ayan, slow-cooked yan. Another aspect is material, like ingredients from before as compared to ingredients na nalalaman lang natin na indigenous pala dito sa atin ngayon, which is what DA was doing before under Secretary Bernadette, di ba? Nag-introduce siya ng mga adlay. So, and then last aspect also is you have to take into consideration spiritual, especially since we're a very religious country, di ba? So, yung mga pagdating ng New Year, naglalagay tayo ng mga mga bilog na fruit sa lamesa, or naglalagay tayo ng coin sa bigas, or yung mga nag-abstain tayo during Holy Week. So, ang daming aspects when it comes to defining Filipino cuisine. Now, when it comes to traditional versus modern, I would say compared to other countries, sobrang angat sila when it comes to contemporary cuisine kasi they have so many techniques. Diba? They have access to so many ingredients as compared to us. Medyo limited pa rin yung mga pumapasok sa atin and yung mga nadi-discover natin ingredients. So, if you ask me kung ano yung contemporary and versus traditional cuisine, for me, parang it's almost the same pa rin. Traditional pa rin. What makes our cuisine unique is we are one of the first original fusion cuisines kasi ang daming pumasok sa ating mga colonizers na nag-influence sa food natin. It is the very definition of food that's East meets West. Diba? No other Asian country can claim that. And also, our food is very Latin in nature, which other Asian countries can also claim. Apart from that, it's very regional, diba? So, in essence, our cuisine is very multifaceted and diverse, like what Secretary said. When it comes to modern techniques, yes, meron tayong nalalaman konti. And somehow, ina-apply natin ito sa traditional, diba? Because of restaurants like Hapag and Linamnam, may mga sous vide this, may mga foam this na ingredients. But, ang napapansin ko, global trend, bumabalik tayo sa ano pa rin, sa traditional. Diba, yung ibang countries, lalo na ngayon na pandemic, gusto nila sobrang basic, sobrang simple. So, ang traditional, ang modern natin ngayon is parang traditional na ibang bansa. So, in essence, lamang tayo sa kanila, or bumabalik tayo sa roots natin. Dami ko nasabi.
Yeah.
Yes. Ako yung na-insecure, chef. Oo.
Very well said.
Sobrang interesting discussion natin, no? And I would like to assure Secretary Puyat that you are in good company because we all love to eat.
Thank
I
you.
think that's why we are all here because we love to eat. And I like the fact that neither one of you said anything about our cuisine being a borrowed cuisine, no, or even an adopted cuisine, because the Filipino is so good at getting something from outside and then making it our own.
Yes.
Diba? Ang
Yes.
galing natin sa ganon.
Ma'am,
And-
I remember the late Doreen Fernandez actually said it really well that it's our, tama ko sinabi ninyo eh. For example, remember Chef Comsti during the Madrid Fusion, alam naman natin yung like ensaymada. Galing naman yun sa Spain. Pero yung mga top pastry chefs ng Spain, when they came here, they did not recognize our ensaymada. Kasi yung ensaymada nila is just very plain, di ba? It's like bread na. And when they saw ours, we put a lot of butter, ube, cheese. Oo, we made, so that's
Itlog na
how
maalat.
Filipinos, itlog na maalat. We made it our own. And remember, Chef Comsi, we had this #1 pastry chef, Paco Torreblanca. He kept taking pictures of the ensaymada from all angles. Because he even asked me, is this the ensaymada from Spain? I said, yes, but we made it our own. So he himself did not recognize it anymore.
Nakakatawa.
Tama. Yeah.
Kasi ang mga ano natin, ang food culture natin ay confluences ng mga iba-ibang kultura din kasi kaya
To add to that,
natin.
even before the colonizers came, we had our own cuisine na.
Yeah.
Meron tayong sarili natin talaga na food. Tapos na-add na lang yung Spanish influence, yung American influence, Japanese influence. To add to what Secretary said, nabasa ko rin sa sulat ni Doreen Fernandez na our cuisine is the only cuisine na hindi natatapos sa kitchen. Kasi tapos natin siya sa lamesa kasi may mga sausawan tayo. And
Yes.
can claim that, di ba? Natatapos yung pagkain natin sa lamesa kasi may mga ina-add pa tayong salt or calamansi or toyo.
Yes.
Doon lang natatapos. Doon lang pwedeng kainin yung pagkain natin. Yun yung kakaiba sa atin.
Yeah, hindi ko lang maalala kung sino author, pero alam ko may libro na ang title, Sausawan.
Si Doreen Fernandez yan.
Yeah.
So, my goodness, ang daming pwedeng isawsaw talaga.
Correct eh. Never ending. And it's really,
Yeah.
yes.
Yung
Because
sausawan, it is only goes as far as your imagination will take you. And the Filipino is very imaginative. Walang matatapon dyan, walang masasayang. Oo, pero
Well, no one can really claim na, no? Sorry, no one can really claim na it's borrowed kasi these are things that very unique to us. Walang iba na, wala tayong paghihiraman ng ganung klaseng culture na pagsawsaw.
Oo. Kasi nga, Chef Angelo, tama ba ako pag sabihin ko na kung kakain ka sa France, hihingi ka ng patis, paaalisin ka nung chef? Kasi para sa kanila, masarap na sa kanila. Hindi, kailangan natin ng sausawan. But I would like to follow up lang my question, no, si Secretary Puyat. It goes without saying that food tourism actually contributes greatly to our nation, no, to nation building, and it has strengthened our Philippine tourism. May we ask po how it has fared? Paano po ang what is its state ngayon po?
Oo. Actually, parang it's so nice now that when first of all, being loving local, loving our own dishes has never been prominent as it is now. It's so, I notice, alam rin niya ni, si Chef Comsti, as I'm sure you've all know, I've known him for, how long already? A decade already? Is that a decade?
Yeah.
Yes, and he's been traveling with me all over the country, even when I was with the Department of Agriculture, with other chefs. And then I noticed that whenever you visit a tourist destination, palagi mo tinatanong, ano bang masarap dyan? Diba? Kasama na yun eh, hindi lang siya sun and beach, kung maganda yung beach, maganda ba yung, kung ano yung makikita mo dyan, but palaging, saan masarap kumain dyan? Ano yung masarap na pagkain dyan? I remember Chef Comsi and I were in Negros Occidental, in Bacolod, Silay, and really, wow, we were just amazed with all their dishes there. It's really, I always tell people nga eh, kasi at the start, would you believe when I entered the Department of Tourism, at first I was parang accused of being a one-trick pony kasi daw puro bumabalik daw palagi sa pagkain. Kasi syempre, I came from the Department of Agriculture. At first, I was promoting food and its ingredients to, of course, to help the farmers. And that's how I was promoting because I was with the Department of Agriculture. So nagpapunta ko sa Department of Tourism, syempre, yun yung aking background. And then my answer to people were saying, puro na lang pagkain. And I always say, di ba kumakain rin naman kayo? I mean, kumakain na naman kayo in any tourist destination. Kumakain. And I really think it's common to everybody. Palagi yan, di ba? So for example, in Iloilo, you're looking for the bok choy.
Bok choy, yes.
And then the mangga. In Ilocos, of course, in Bacolod, ano ba, yung inasal. Yaya, inasal, yung lumpiang silay.
Yes.
Napoleones. And marami silang desserts because marami silang sugar. Di ba you notice kung ano yung abundant na ingredient doon? Like in Bicol naman, laing, all coconut based. Oo. Or even their lechon, each place has its own lechon depending on the ingredients. Like for example, in Negros Occidental, they use batuan. Yun yung kanilang pinagpapahid. Some use tamarind. Oo, some use lemongrass. But it depends on what they have. But it's so easy. Actually, it's easier to promote a destination when kailangan meron ka na kami ngayon. I noticed that whenever you promote a tourist destination, meron na doon dapat kung what should you eat, what are the local delicacies, kailangan kasama na yon, and where to eat. And it doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, Filipinos nga like yung talagang hole in the wall na oo na where you can only find, and I don't know with all of you, but kahit na iuwi mo dito sa Metro Manila yung pagkain from the province, mas masarap pa rin when you eat it there. I don't know why.
That's true.
Like ma'am, di ba yung inasal? I think I was telling Comsti that, bakit mas masarap ang inasal sa Bacolod kaysa dito? And then, they themselves, the Ilonggos, they always say, kasing tubig namin mas masarap. May ganon din angle eh. But I don't know. And I noticed also now, people are so proud of being Filipino, of being, I came parang kung saan galing yung dishes nila. They're so proud. I remember growing up, parang we were more colonial. I don't know, maybe Filipino food is more pangbahay. But now, proud eh. I see people saying, we have the best lechon. We have the best pansit. Diba?
Yeah.
Every province pala may kanya-kanyang pansit. Like in Isabela, they have pansit kabagan. In Tugigaraw, they have the batil patong. Iba. It's just amazing, and I notice with the interest now, it's so easy now. Kunyari may isang destination na parang yung it doesn't have parang sun and beach, etc. But as long as you say may masarap na pagkain, people will go.
Secretary, can you talk about the OTOP, one town, one product?
That's actually with the Department of Trade and Industry. Yon, that's what they were doing so that they could promote the different products of each town or municipality. That's with but kami with the Department of Agriculture, ang ginawa namin is we were looking at kung ano ba yung para bumili sila sa farmers. And si Comsti, kasama ko yan noong 2012 when I introduced to them Adlay. Remember, Comsti, hindi pa kilala ang Adlay noon. And no matter how we wanted to promote Adlay, we had the Adlay because we wanted to help the indigenous tribes in Bukidnon and Zamboanga. Alam mo, mura lang actually yan eh. And it was, even the indigenous tribes there, hindi nila nakita yung value ng Adlay. And we wanted it sana as a substitute for rice na hindi masyadong maraming sugar. And what we did was we gave the Adlay to Chef Margarita Flores. That's what I realized. Pag may ingredients ka na gusto mong i-promote, give it to like somebody like Chef Gaita Flores. And then after that, everybody copied her na.
Ang problema, Secretary, nagiging mahal pagka pagkaduman sa mga chefs na.
No, actually, hindi sa chefs, sa middleman.
Middleman.
Oo, kasi when I was with the Department of Agriculture, and actually even up to now, akala pa rin, maybe kasi 12 years ako sa DA, people still ask me, chefs still ask me, where can they want to get straight from the farmers kasi pag middleman, mas mahal. Actually, yung Adlay na yan, 60 to 70 pesos lamang a kilo.
Wow.
Tapos pag may middleman, lagyan lang ng sticker, di ba?
100 plus na.
Yes. I think I was telling Comsti yata my although I have to move on na. Yung sabi ko, I'm so happy people top of mind ng Adlay, pero sana yung farmers are getting more.
Yes.
Hindi kinukuripot ang farmers.
Tama.
Yun po pala yung kaya sumikat ang Adlay kasi naging parang superfood po siya ngayon na are being promoted everywhere, and kayo po pala ang isa mga promotor po noon.
Oo, we were looking for an alternative to rice. And yon, una was when we were in the DA it was brown rice. And then when we were in the province, we saw Adlay. And then di ba it looks like rice pero mas bilog. Pero it tastes like rice. And alam ni Comsti yan, di ba parang naglalako ako, I was giving to all chefs na try nyo naman para we can help the indigenous tribes.
I think it started with the chefs, no, for the people to be aware yung chef yung mga nagluto. But now, a lot of home cooks are using as diet home.
Yes.
That's
Oo.
good to hear.
Pero sana no yung farmers are getting it at a higher price. Hindi na pupunta lahat sa sellers.
Yeah, true.
Oo nga. I was just going to say that it's called Job's Tears
Yes,
in
it's Job
English.
Tears. Yes.
The
Yes.
site looks like teardrops.
Yes.
Bilog kasi.
Yes, Sir Airon.
So, follow-up ko lang po doon. Dahil nga, I think, di ba yung dati ang ano ng DOT is to focus on destinations, di ba? Yung It's More Fun in the Philippines. So, tingin mo po ba yung pag-focusing on our cuisine is, ano po yung dala nito sa atin na mas lakas po ba yung dating nito pagdating sa ating identity as being Filipinos versus
Yes.
like places?
Yeah, when you promote food tourism, food cuisine, every like what I said, every cuisine of every province is dependent on what ingredients they have or their culture, their heritage. It tells a story. And if you go, let's say, to all these different provinces, tanungin mo kung ano yung history o bakit nagkaganyan. Like there's this, remember Comsti in Isabela, there's this Sir Kele. You can only
dinuguan.
found in Kawayan, Isabela. And then when you ask the story, kasi I'm always interested in the background kung bakit Sir Kele. Tapos di ba sinabi nila dahil circle, kaya Sir Kele. Oo. But yung whenever, and then remember the is it the inatata in Isabela?
Inatata.
Inatata, they only eat that during Holy Week. So it explains the culture and heritage of a particular province. So ang sarap kaya maging tiga Isabela kasi yung inatata na yan, it's sweeted, their sauce. And then yun lang ang kinakain mo Holy Week. So sabi ko, swerte naman, naka-dessert sila the whole time kasi it's filling. But it's and then I remember when I posted that, only in Instagram stories, a lot of people from all over the Philippines were saying, may ganyan din kami pero iba yung tawag namin. So when you promote food, you promote yung story behind a particular place.
Yes.
Oo. Or like for example, I love it when chefs tell me, remember Chef Jordi Navarra of Toyo Eatery. I think kasama na naman siya sa Asia's 50 Best. He really asked me, can you bring me to Guimaras? Sabi ko, bakit? Kasi I want to meet the farmers for the mangoes. I don't want to serve anything in my restaurant unless I meet the farmers. So I can tell the story behind it. So hindi lang yun, they harvest pa with me. So it's each ingredient, each dish explains the history, the culture of a particular place. And that's really the best way you can promote tourism of a particular place.
Pwede ko bang gusto kong susugan yung sinabi niyo, Secretary, kasi nagkaroon kami ng 3-year na longitudinal study on food culture ng Sariaya. Ako yung lead person doon. At ginamit naming model ay yung storytelling. Kasama ko ang AIT dito, Asian Institute of Tourism. Yung story na behind each product, like for instance yung pansit habhab. Bakit habhab yun? Kasi nung time na yun wala silang mga implements, no? Yung mga kutsara. So ano yung abundant sa lugar nila? Yung banana leaf. So ilalagay nila sa maliit na banana leaf tapos sa kanila isusubo. So yun yung mga stories nila sa pansit habhab. Marami pang napag-aralan kong mga produkto doon na nung sinulat namin ay yung story behind, even the lambanog, yung ritual na ginagamit sa lambanog. So ang ganda-ganda.
But why Quezon, ma'am? The Quezon.
Yes. Ito po ay regalo ng UP during its centennial year sa Sariaya dahil doon na nakapag-umpisa ang College of Architecture. Pinag-aralan yung mga mansions ng mga coconut landlords. And so nung nakita din nila na hindi ko masasabing pristine yung food culture na at that time wala pa mga fast food chains doon. Nakita nila na napaka-quaint nung mga preparation doon ng mga produkto. So isinama kami, ni-represent ko yung College of Home Economics. At first may isang senior faculty akong kasama, yung second year ako na lang. Tapos College of Music, pinag-aralan yung mga games and dances.
Yes.
Then College of CHK, no? Human Kinetics, Human Kinetics. College of Music, mga vernacular songs na nakakabit doon sa mga rituals nila sa simbahan. And then ang AIT, sila yung capability building. So 5 kaming parang open grant ng UP, 5 kaming nag-collaborate dito. And we developed the tourism program of Sariaya.
See? Di ba ang ganda eh. Oo, it's really how you understand the people, why there's a particular dish, bakit yon.
Yeah.
Yes po. At saka isang ambag namin niya dating dean ng AIT si Dr. Rodriguez, yung homestay program. Inayos namin dalawa kasi remember, galing ako sa hotel and restaurant din, no, na department. Tapos si Dean Rodriguez noon sa AIT. So inayos namin yung homestay program nila kasi wala akong masyadong hotel doon except dun sa malapit sa coastal areas. So yun. Ang gaganda ko ng mga bahay nila, yung mga lumang bahay na binubuksan pa para yung sa ilalim para pumasok yung hangin. And then part ng homestay ay kasama yung bisita para mag-prepare ng pagkain. So kung ano yung piniprepare sa kitchen, yun ang kakainin din niya.
Uy, Comsti, kailangan tayo pumunta doon. I've never experienced that. Oo, quite interesting. Di ba akala nga ng lahat yung masarap lang ang pagkain pag Pampanga, Negros, Iloilo. They don't realize that all the provinces have their own really unique dishes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm embarrassed to admit, hindi pa ako nakakapunta sa Quezon and I want to experience it, yung sinasabi niyong you're in an ancestral home. Yung help prepare. Pero yung help prepare the food, kaya ako isasama si Comsti, siya mag-help prepare.
Magluluto.
Oo. Tapos ano na lang ako, manunood ako.
Kakain na lang.
Ang mark of identity nila, secretary at chef, ay yung Sariaya Pinagong Sariaya. So may kwento din po yun. Ako hindi ko tayo matatapos pag nagkwento ako.
Pero si Chef Comsti po ata may gusto idagdag.
Yes.
Sa,
No, I just wanna add to the kanina yung topic, yung relation ng travel sa food, di ba? Kasi parang for me, food is a form of social communication. Kahit hindi tayo magkaintindihan mga dialects natin, basta maglapag ka din ng pagkain, marami ka na malalaman about the people, the locals. Kung ano yung mga tinatanim nila sa backyard nila, kung paano nila niluluto, kung paano nila kainin, parang that speaks volumes already.
Yes.
Kahit di pa kayo nag-uusap, basta makita mo lang yung pagkain nila. May identity kasi, kaya malakas yung lure o yung hatak ng pagkain sa mga turista.
Yes.
And
Universal language.
Universal language.
And what I love about it now, remember when we were younger, we would promote Filipino cuisine, yung parang fear factor, laging balot lamang.
Oh yeah, balot.
Oo, pero at least ngayon, you notice hindi na eh, di ba? May sisig, may lechon, I don't know why we would but and that's why maybe before Filipino cuisine was not like always fear factor kasi puro balot na lang.
Yeah.
We are more than that naman eh. It's more than that, yes.
One thing I noticed the past few years, parang ngayon lang talaga natin na-embrace na-appreciate yung Filipino cuisine kasi before parang wala tayong narinig masyado about it. So now na, for example, ang daming chefs ngayon nagpo-promote ng Filipino cuisine. There's a much in-demand bakery doing Pinoy donuts na sobrang haba ng pila.
Oh yes, in New York, yes.
Yes, and then may mga chefs na nagluluto sa Bon Appetit global platform. So parang ngayon pala nagkaka-interest talaga yung tao about Filipino cuisine. Ako naman, I promote regional cuisine. And I noticed na sobrang lakas ng interest ngayon because I've been getting a lot of like talks or projects also that want to know more about Filipino regional cuisine. So I think there really is a greater interest and intrigue about it.
Oh,
chef, nabanggit mo na rin yan, ano? Ay, secretary,
No,
baka
no, no,
may-
no, just recently,
Nag-freeze yata.
we know Tom Constantino Conanan. He was a James Beard awardee with Bad Saint. And then recently, he had a Filipino charity
Pogi.
dinner.
Mhm.
Oo, with ano, and
Pogi
then
boy? Yeah.
what he did was his Pogi Boy was more fast food Filipino, but he had like a benefit dinner. He got in touch with me because he wanted to give back. So they were able to earn mga $5,000 just for that
Wow.
small dinner. And then yung kare-kare
Wow.
niya, since wala daw silang Filipino ingredients, they used pistachio. Pero it's still kare-kare. Oo.
Okay.
Parang whatever they, and then so I asked those who attended, and they said, oh, they were saying that Tom Conanan is really, because I was forcing my friends, you better attend because this is for cancer patients. And then they were saying that Tom Constantino is so talented. He's like the Thomas Keller of the, I mean, ano na, and si Tom, he was here about when was it, 2019? He's so proud to be Pinoy. Proud of promoting Filipino dishes. In fact, his restaurant, Bad Saint, yung linya to go to his restaurant is about 3 hours.
Wow.
Puro puti ang pumupunta, and yet hindi pure Filipino dish ang kanyang sineserve.
Talaga naman, ano?
Oo.
Nakakatawa.
So ano po sa tingin po ninyo yung yung movement, why nauna po ba yung pagkain, or ano po yung nangyari sa ating pagkakilala bilang Filipino kaya mas umangat ngayon yung ating parang pagiging proud po sa ating sariling cuisine? Like, is it a national nagsimula then went to global?
Ako personally, I really think that we stopped selling the Philippines as yung nga puro balot. Puro balot. Diba? When we have visitors here, yung parang when we would make them eat balot, parang natutuwa pa tayo kung nadidiri sila or hindi, ganon. But then we started like yung adobo, kare-kare, sisig. I noticed like Anthony Bourdain, the late Anthony Bourdain, on his own, he
Yes.
came to the Philippines. Diba? He started to promote the lechon, then we had the best sisig daw, etc. And then when we had this Madrid fusion, we had all these top chefs from all over the world loving our dishes, loving our ingredients. They loved the Roca brothers, si Jordi Roca, diba? Aliw na aliw siya sa calamansi. Diba? Calamansi is everywhere, but aliw na aliw siya sa calamansi. And we had this Elena Arzak, aliw na aliw sa ating pili nuts. In fact, nag-hoard ng pili nuts. Remember, Comsti? Ang dami niyang inuwing pili nuts kasi gusto daw niyang ibalik sa Spain. I think it's more, maybe it's all sabay-sabay na that, kasi dati parang, I'm not sure, parang home cooking lang. But now it's like we had all this, maybe I don't know if I could just say this, but sad to say, we needed an Anthony Bourdain or all these top chefs to tell us that our food was really good.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
May mentality pa rin tayo na pinomote ng foreigner, so tara, lahat din tayo mag-promote, di ba? I think it really started with Anthony Bourdain. Di ba? He went here, he went to different restaurants, ate our food, proclaimed that our lechon is the best one in the world. Tapos bigla ang dami na naglabasan about it. Tayo parang naging proud, and then naging tayo, parang atat tayo na malaman, ano pa ba meron tayo? And then si Andrew Zimmern, a US chef also, an American chef, said that the Filipino cuisine is the next best cuisine in the world. So lahat tayo para go promote sa social media kasi best po tayo.
Yes,
So may
yes.
parang mentality pa rin tayo na nauna yung foreigner mag-promote sa atin bago tayo ganahan na mag-promote. Sad to say. But now I think it's changing. It's more of tayo na mismo ang proud na huy, may Filipino cuisine.
And ito pa, alam ni Comsti yan, the first Madrid fusion, was that 2014? Was it 2013? I forget.
Earlier yata.
Yeah, then we had to, kasi I was with the Department of Agriculture, we had to promote local ingredients. Alam mo, at the time, alam ni Comsti yan, hirap na hirap kaming i-convince yung mga chefs to use local. May mga nagsabi pa sa akin, I won't mention, sabi nila, but our ingredients are inferior. I want to use imported. So I always say, oh, di wag na lang kayo sumali. Hindi ko naman kayo pinipilit sumali. At that time, before Madrid Fusion, we only a handful of chefs like Margarita Flores, Tony Boy Escalante, who were really promoting local ingredients. Pero I noticed after Madrid Fusion, kasi we had all these Spanish chefs saying, oh wow, we have the best ingredients. Aba, lahat gumagaya na. Hindi na ako nahihirapan mag-promote ng local ingredients. Kasi para bang sinabi na ng mga Spanish chefs, para bang, uy, ang sarap ng kalamansi. Ang sarap ng, o de biglang lahat sila, uy, masarap pala dahil sinabi ni Jordi Roca na masarap.
2014 nga yun pala.
2014.
But may I add, no? For me, one of the reasons why, one of the driving forces behind the use of culinary cuisine can also be attributed to the culinary schools, because culinary schools have started to include in their curriculum Pinoy cuisine. No, hindi na lang mga French cuisine or American cuisine. Pinoy cuisine is already part and parcel of the curriculum. So natututo at a young age yung mga would-be chefs na ito meron nga palang ganito, meron mga ingredients na ganito. So parang sana magpatuloy na we start them young so that yung appreciation for what is truly Pinoy ma-instill sa mga minds ng atin mga kabataan.
Or ma'am, pwede rin, it's not only with food, but with everything. I remember, even before I was a Department of Tourism Secretary, I liked wearing local already. I like wearing barong Tagalog. Alam niya ni Comsti, I would wear something from indigenous tribes. And then, syempre napansin lang ngayon na I would wear local kasi I was with the DOT. But it's only now, even the young people love local. Kasi I am embarrassed to say, when I was growing up, I liked everything imported. When I was growing up, parang I felt that local was inferior. And it was not only with the clothes I wore, but also with the food that I ate. But now, I don't know, it's really the best time. Kung wala lang COVID talaga, it's the best time to be Filipino because it's so easy to promote anything local now.
Yes.
And then the youth, they're really, the millennials, they're really, wow, a moving force because they're proud to be Filipino. They're proud to support local.
Nakakatuwa.
Yeah.
Nako, Secretary and Chef, medyo nabibitin kami, ano?
Oo nga.
Pero gusto namin magpasalamat. Maraming salamat po, Secretary Berna Puyat from the Department of Tourism and Chef Angelo Comsti sa pagbibigay ng panahon upang ibahagi ang inyong kaalaman at karanasan. Bago ko pasalamatan ng aking mga partners, gusto kong humingi sa inyo ng final statements para sa ating mga manonood at mga estudyante.
Age muna before. Si Comsti.
Millennial muna, millennial.
Si Comsti muna. Yes.
Ako, I always say, na the more I eat, the less I know. Habang kain ako ng kain, mas marami akong di pala nalalaman. Mas marami akong nalalaman pa. Basta the more I eat, the less I know. So parang, I encourage everyone na tayo lalo na sa atin, country na mahilig kumain ng mga tao. Kain tayo ng kain, alamin natin yung tao, alamin natin yung gumagawa ng pagkain natin, kung saan nanggagaling yung mga ingredients paggawa ng pagkain natin. Kasi only then do we really get to partake in showing our pride in our country.
Grabe, humility yan, sir. Ang ganda-ganda.
Comsi, the more I eat, the less...
The more I eat, the less I know.
Oo.
Habang kumakain ako, kumari, if I go to Isabela, the more I eat there, the more, mas nalalaman ko na wala pala ako alam. Kasi marami ako na-discover.
Ang galing.
And then si Chef Comsti was trained in Australia pa, di ba? Abroad, di ba?
Kayo naman po, Secretary Ben.
Tourism is everybody's business. now more than ever, it's a good time to support local food, local cuisine, local tourism entrepreneurs as we start to travel again and explore the various fun destinations in the country. So marami nagsasabi sa akin, paano yan? MECQ kayo na naman. Paano naman ang tourism? But you know what? We have all these great home chefs right now. One good thing about this with the quarantine, yung mga gumagawa ng mga heirloom dishes, biglang nagsilabasa na. Yung dating tinatago lang sa pamilya, ngayon they're sharing it now the whole world, and you're getting to taste all these fantastic local culinary dishes. So even if there's like MECQ, we're encouraged to stay at home, you can still buy it through the internet. Support local, buy local. You should just help each other and sample all the local culinary treats. Si Comsi, he expert yan pag sa asin. And honestly, the best for me, I discovered this best sea salt is one of the best sea salts is Ilocos Sur. It's comparable. Yes. Di ba it's comparable to yung binibili pa nating sea salt abroad. Yun, masarap talaga yung galing sa. But we've been wanting to learn how to salt farming, but not the chance. But yun na nga this is indeed a way to promote our country, promote the different destinations, and just be proud being a Filipino.
Ako, thank you. Alam niyo ba na realization ko ngayon, taga Pangasinan po kasi ako. So, marami ho kaming asin. Ngayon, nabanggit niyo sa akin yung asin sa Ilocos. Baka dapat pag-aralan ko po yan para maiambag ko sa
Yes.
sariling paggawa.
Have you been able to go in the one in Pangasinan? Oo.
Not yet.
Ayun.
Alam mo, ang arte-arte natin, may mga fleur de sel pa tayo, sea salt. Our salt here is the best in the Philippines.
Yes.
Or the one in Bohol, yung asin tibuok sa Bohol, isang pamilya na lang ang gumagawa, pero sobrang sarap kasi it's smoke.
Pag-aralan natin yan, Chef.
Sana ma-preserve yun.
Pag-aralan natin yan, Chef. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Maraming salamat po. Yung sinabi niyo, Secretary, ipoprocess ko lang. Feel good sa akin yon as a professor of hotel and restaurant. At yung anak ko kasi naka-enroll ngayon sa AIT, third year na siya. So ang question kasi nung nag-pandemic, meron pa bang trabaho yung mga graduates namin, yung mga estudyante namin. So syempre ikikwento ko po ito at sasabihin ko na manood din sila ditong segment na ito. So maraming salamat
I
po sa
would be happy to guest. I've been non-stop speaker for all these tourism students. Ganito kahit na may pandemic, hindi pa rin mawawala na napakaganda ng bansa natin.
Oo, totoo po.
Napakasarap ng pagkain. Hindi naman nawawala yun
Oo,
So
thank you.
I'm telling you pag tapos na once we're done with this, ang tourism ang unang babangon.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
Excited ang lahat lumabas ng bahay.
Comsti, I'm so sorry I bothered you. Comsti is one of my dearest friends talaga. Comsti, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
With regard to pandemic, I just want to add also na because of the pandemic, a lot of regional food are coming into Manila now, like from Pampanga, from Malabon. So there's an interest talaga on regional food. So continue lang natin yan.
Pag-uusapan natin sa susunod na segment. So maraming salamat po.
Thank you.
Salamat din kay Dr. Blanca, kay Professor Lucci and Professor Airon sa pagsama nila sa akin sa panayam na ito at napaka-interesting talakayan natin.
Yun nga po. So sa ating episode 12, pinag-usapan po natin how do we define Filipino food cuisine, and nalaman po nga natin na ang hirap po niya i-define into one statement. Marami po itong aspeto sa kultura natin, sa ating paniniwala, sa ating mga rekado na available sa ating lugar, sa pagkakaiba sa bawat rehiyon po natin. At pinag-usapan din po natin ang kahalagahan po nito sa ating identity bilang mga Filipinos and ang kahalagahan ng food tourism in nation building as well. And napag-usapan din po natin yung the diversity and the richness of our Filipino identities and our culture because of food alone, 'di ba? At napakahalaga po ito na mas i-push po natin 'to, maging proud po tayo sa ating cuisine at i-promote po natin 'to sa ating hindi lang po sa ating bansa, pati sa sa labas ng ating bansa. So abangan po natin ang susunod na episode ng Food Trip Kainsaysayan kung saan ating tatalakayin ang mga kasalukuyang food trends sa ating bansa, more about food tourism at ang kinabukasan ng Filipino cuisine. So paalam po at malusog at masustansyang araw sa ating lahat.